G'day folks, this is Dragon. I'm at a heritage village, going back to the pioneering days, and where I'm standing at the moment is what they call the village blacksmith shop. So I'll just do a quick pan around. They're still cleaning up after a storm here a few days ago, so they're short on volunteers to show me around and answer any questions I may have. What we've got here in front of us is one of the early style bellows forge, and you can see down there, that's the actual bellows. In the back, just focus in on there, that looks like the air pipe that going from the bellows into the forge. Now, typically forges in those days either used charcoal or coal. This is a coal they've got sitting in this particular type of forge, and that's pretty much it there. I've got to be careful when walking around here. That people have said there've been brown snakes in some of these buildings. So that's one type of forge from the old homestead pioneering days. This is a sharpening grindstone, the way it's set up there, all hand operated, sharpening farm implements, axes, that sort of thing. And there's some smaller wheels that they could use as well. A lot of these tools used in this blacksmith shop. I was here about 2 or 3 years ago, and a lot of the blacksmiths had to actually make their own tools in these blacksmithing shops. But here's a view of some of them. I don't know if they actually made these ones or here on site, or they came in from somewhere else, and I don't know what some of them are used for, unfortunately. That's just obviously some sort of like multi-grip type thing. There's a wealth of tools in here. Some of them made themselves. This, I believe, is, I've seen these on other charcoal forges. That's like a bellows type thing, but it's a mechanical one. Is it forge made by Buffalo, New York, 19th century. That's how old it is. So I'll just do a quick pan around. There's a few items of interest in here. This is the one I like. This is what they call the Smithy's drill. Now this one, it's all mechanical, hand operated. I'll get some light on it here, get the angle right. That's the top of it there. I believe this one's still working. They've got it wired up so people like me and tourists don't sort of get their fingers jammed in the cogs and stuff. That's it there. Rather large drill stand. It's probably standing a little bit over 6 foot. But when I was here 2 or 3 years ago, this one was still in working order. The young guy showed me it working. And that's one of the bigger ones, and on the wall here, I don't know if you can see it with the light, these are some of these items on here were actually made in the forge, and I'll show you the larger forge in a minute. But there's some more tools down there. This is a board for testing out branding irons for cattle, and I believe These are some of the branding irons that were made up in the smithy shops. And that's you know, where they test them out, I guess. Of interest, when I was here some time ago, was how they made chain link for harnesses, for animal harnesses like cattle, horses, for horse-drawn or cattle-drawn farming implements. And the fellow actually showed me a way they used to do it back in the old pioneering days, and it was this chain here was actually showing me. Now this is actually welded, forge welded. Get a bit of steel bar, heat it up, shape it on an anvil, and back in those days they used to use a very special type of sand. I forget what it was, he said it was. And when it's in the forge and you're heating it up, to just sprinkle a sand on, and you can just see where my thumb is there. That's the actual forge welded in the forge to make the chain links. But blacksmith shops like this were normally set up in villages or trading posts, that sort of thing. So horseshoes, things like that. So I'll be back in a minute with another section on this. So won't be long.